So the first thing I'm doing is starting off with a primer, and I'm using my Smashbox Photo Finish HD Primer. And then I'm going to go ahead with foundation, and I'm using the NARS All Day Luminous Foundation in the shade Punjab, and I'm just blending that out with a Sigma F80 brush. You could totally use a beauty blender if you want even more of a dewy finish. I just don't like how the beauty blender shears out foundations, and the F80 really packs it on. So I'm doing some concealer, and I'm just going to put that all the way underneath the eye and also down the middle of my face, and then blend that out with a Morphe Flat Top Kabuki brush. And then to add some glow to the skin, I'm taking my Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in the shade Opal, but this is the liquid version. And I'm just putting that on my fingertips and then putting that on the high points of my cheekbones, the same place that I would basically highlight. I want to emphasize that area and make it really glowy and dewy. To bronze up my face, I'm just taking the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzer, and I'm using my Sigma Dual Fiber brush, and I'm just bronzing up my cheekbones and also my temple area. Taking the Too Faced Selfie powders, I'm going to take that golden shade and set the Becca Opal that I put. You'll also notice that I take it down the center of my face, and then you'll notice that later on in the tutorial, I actually just set my entire face with it, just to give my face that extra little lighting, luminizing effect. And then I'm taking that middle bronzing shade and also bronzing up my temples and my cheeks with that as well. For blush, I'm taking the Benefit Dandelion, and I love this blush because it's a really pretty pink color, but it has slight specks of shimmer in it, so it just adds a little bit of extra glow to the cheeks, so it really fits into the spring kind of dewy look, so I used that. And then to set my under eye concealer, I went ahead and took the Kat Von D Banana Powder, and I also set it with the Too Faced Selfie Powder in the shade Gold, just again to emphasize that luminous kind of look I was trying to go for. There's a lot of different steps, and I was kind of all over the place with this makeup look. I was just kind of winging it, so yeah. Then I'm contouring with that first shade from the Kat Von D palette using my NARS Ita brush. Next, I'm taking the Becca highlight in the shade Opal, but this is just the pressed version, and I'm just adding some extra highlight to the cheekbones. As you can see, I'm not being precise with it. I'm really just kind of rubbing it all on the top really loosely on the tops of my cheekbones. And then you'll also notice that I take it just above my brow, and I also take it down the center of my face and on the top of my lip, just to really highlight and give myself that super kind of dewy look. I normally wouldn't do this for an everyday look, but it looks amazing when you really want to get that extra highlighted effect. Now, because this look is also really focused on the lip color I'm going to use, I'm just contouring the bottom of my lip to make my lips appear a little bit plumper. I already did my brows off camera. I'll leave my brow routine down below. But now I'm just priming my eyelids with the Soft Ochre Paint Pot by MAC. For this look, I'm taking the Stila palette in the shade Soul, and I'm taking that really pretty warm crease shade, and I'm just putting that really loosely into the kind of above the crease, not really in the crease, but just a little bit above it as our transition shade. And then I'm going to go ahead and take the color Kitten, and I absolutely love this color. It is so truly unique and beautiful. And I'm just wetting my brush with my thermal spring water, and I'm just putting that all over the entire lid. You'll also notice that I take Becca's Opal and I put it right in the center of the lid. I really just wanted to get that extra super highlighted effect look. Next, I'm taking that mauvey plummy brown shade, and it has a touch of shimmer in it, and I'm just putting that right into the crease directly with this new Morphe brush. And you'll notice afterwards that I just blend everything out with the more fluffy brush at the end, but for now I'm just kind of focusing the color, blending it out, and adding a little bit more color as I go on. Now for the lower lash line, I wanted to keep it subtle and not too dark, so I went ahead with the transition color and just fluffed it and smoked it out right underneath the lower lash line. I also brought this same color and took it back into the crease just because I wanted to tone down a little bit of that plummy mauve look that kind of happened in the crease. I wanted to make it more a little bit brown, so I kind of just transitioned the color to less plum, a little bit more brown. And then I also just popped Kitten right in the inner corner. Just again, we really want to hit all those highlighted points of our face and highlight it with any shimmery, either Opal or Kitten, just to kind of emphasize that dewy look that we're going for. And then I'm tight lining with my Milani Supreme Kohl Kajal. Damn, it's hard to do these voiceovers sometimes. In the shade Black, and then I'm lining my top lid with this NYC Liquid Liner, but I'm not going to be adding a wing, just to keep this look super springy and subtle. And then I'm adding some mascara. This is the L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black Mascara. Next, I'm adding the Ardell Demi Wispy Lashes off camera, and then I'm taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills Liquid Lipstick in the shade Bambi, and it's just this beautiful, gorgeous, electric, bright Barbie light pink pastel color, and I'm utterly obsessed with it. Just amazed by it. It's absolutely gorgeous. I thought it was perfect for a spring look. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this look and tutorial. Please give me a like, thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye guys. Mwah.